London Hub at cnrb.ca has joined the meeting.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like
That's looking good as well.
Great. And just let me know when you want to get the Zoom recording going.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's. All systems are good here. All systems good on your end?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, good.
And with that said, we will commence with the Zoom recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and play the intro.
Yes, please. Good evening, everyone. We are here on Friday, February the 27th, 2026, back with another books panel. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're listening live or if you're listening later. I am here as always with my ever-present co-host, Ali Musa.
Yeah, thanks for having me tonight.
Always a pleasure to host alongside you.
And music provided by Purple Planet Music, by the way.
Oh,
check
excellent.
them out as well at purpleplanet.com. And we have some new voices tonight.
We do. We are welcoming Paul Daniel to the panel. Thanks so much for joining us, Paul.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, I want to ask you, what do you like to read? Favorite genres or anything?
Oh, sure. Well, I like I go with nonfiction, memoirs, almost anything. Now, I've tried to expand my past few years, made a real effort to expand what I read, and things that are a little different. Maybe even the occasional romance. The occasional Harlequin romance. I'll try anything almost, but mostly a nonfiction is my pleasure. But a good fiction novel is always appreciated.
Fantastic. We love to hear that, the wide spectrum of interests.
I think I should ask you the same question. I think I want to ask you the same question. I think it seems like you like a little bit of both, don't you?
I do. I tend to prefer fiction, just generally speaking. And within fiction, I wouldn't say I have a specific genre that I gravitate towards, although I'm sure you will have kind of come to the conclusion with me by now that I do enjoy a good fantasy, and I always have.
Pardon me?
That I do enjoy a good fantasy novel, and I always have.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that from the selections.
But as far as fiction goes, I will pick up quite literally anything that looks interesting to me. So a little bit of romance, a little bit of historical fiction, maybe a good, mystery type of thing. You know what? Why don't we go around, because I don't know if we've ever really done that, and just kind of see what everyone's favorite genres are.
Let's start with Lynn. If you can hear us. All right, well, we'll come back around. Sienna, if you're with us, if you'd like to chime in, go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. And Lynn, just for anyone who just wanted to give a quick tip, if you would like to unmute, it's Alt A on the PC, Option or Command Shift A on the Mac, and via your smartphone or tablet, there's a mute unmute button. So just wanted to give everyone the heads up. My
Yes, and if you'd like more
genres.
tips like these, don't forget to check out Textravaganza as well. So,
Textravaganza.ca.
go ahead.
Yeah, so my favorite genres, my gosh, I love fiction. I like nonfiction as well, like when it comes to like biographies, and that's the style of nonfiction that I like, biographies and memoirs. And it's kind of funny, but I know we'll get into it later on, but it's kind of funny that, the book is titled Fan Fiction, because he mentions that, I don't know if this is real or if it's not real. So don't know if it's fiction or nonfiction, but from the synopsis, I heard it was based on memoir, based on a fiction, based on a memoir, if I understood it correctly. But yeah, I like fiction. I like some nonfiction, especially biographies, memoirs, that sort of thing. Self-help books I've tried, but I just can't get into them much.
Yeah, I give up on that too.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But I mean, that's not to say that I wouldn't try and pick one up again, but
I do
it's
like
just,
Brianna Weist's stuff, though.
yeah. She's got some good stuff. I like audio dramas, like audio adaptations of books. I like, and one other thing that I really enjoy as well are the great courses
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
yep.
available through audible.com.
All right, and of course,
Absolutely.
if you're in Canada, it's audible.ca.
Yes, audible.ca. I wonder why I said .com.
I don't know, it's okay.
Reflex.
We love to support and promote Audible around here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes. Ah, yes, yes. That's right, yes. Now, for me, anyone that follows me, and follows the shows, know that I'm a big MLB and NHL fan. And Paul, I know you know that. I know you follow me. So, and the rest of you as well. So I really enjoy reading books from former coaches, athletes, even broadcasters, who broadcasted in the NHL. I think Ken Reed has. I think Ken Reed has a book as well. I think I read his book as well. So that's always kind of been my sort of piece, and of course I do enjoy the politics side as well. So I like to kind of read stuff on that as well, like things, and like even reading like for example, even reading a Promised Land by Barack Obama has been an interesting read as well, because it talks about sort of what life was like in the Oval Office. I mean, doing it the proper way, of course, but
There is that, yes, the proper way.
Yes, the proper way.
There was a way, there was a way back then.
oh yes, they're hands down was.
But they've steered away from that way.
Yeah, it
Proper
seems like
way.
they're going backwards in time here a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about
I
you,
agree
Lynn?
with you, Ali.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
It's a great read. I agree with you. That's a great book, Promised Land.
Yeah.
It's those kind of some political biographies and memoirs can be really for lack of a better word, self-serving. But in Obama's case, when he wrote that book, it was exceptional when he was he was speaking more of an ideal, and for lack, and also he was more balanced, I thought, in the way how he presented the presidents, as it can be the most powerful office in the world, but it can also be a connection between the people, the president and his people, and that it is the people's house. And I really thought that in that book he did a really good job explaining that.
Yep.
I agree. Yep, I agree. I enjoyed that book. I enjoyed
Mhm.
that book.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I would never read anything written by, you know, the current.
Yeah,
Yes.
that who
Yes.
must name it, the name must not be spoken. I got you. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
it must
Yeah.
He
not
who
be
must not be
spoken.
named.
Yeah,
Yes.
he who must not be named. Exactly.
As they say in the Harry Potter series.
Yes.
That
Yep.
was quick, Sienna.
Let
That
somebody
was good. That was good.
let
That
us have
was good.
call him Voldemort. How's that, Voldemort?
There
How's
you
that?
go.
All right.
Yes.
Voldemort.
Oh,
Yes.
here. Okay, you're gonna laugh.
Yes.
I'm
And then we'll take a break.
We will.
I'm divorced. And guess what I call my ex? If I actually call him by his real name, I have to wash my mouth out with soap. But I can't even say. I call him Voldemort.
Yes.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
My,
Okay.
my lawyer. This is years ago, but I just have to tell you this quickly, and then
Oh, that's
Yeah, go ahead.
my my lawyer. Years ago, the file. One day, I was in her office, and I happened to glance at the her file. She hadn't opened it yet, and in big lettering on the front of the file, it had Kennedy, of course, my last name, Kennedy versus Voldemort.
on the file.
On the file. I said,
That is
Yeah.
you know,
Sounds like a boxing match. The brawl for it all. Kenny versus Voldemort. Okay.
that is
I just-
incredible.
just burst out laughing. I said, you realize, of course, that, whatever papers we file better have, his alias.
Government name.
God.
Mr.
Anyway.
X.
Mr. X, I love it.
Yes.
And
That
what
is-
are your favorite book genres, Lynn? So we can hear
Well,
from you as well.
I did grow up reading, children's stories and young adult stories. I liked fiction, although I do remember, I don't know how I came upon these books, but I had a bookshelf in my bedroom, and I remember for some bizarre reason I had I don't even know where they came from. Anyway, I had a paperback copy of Soul on Ice. Um,
Yeah.
I had kind of an odd smattering of nonfiction, but I read mostly fiction. As an adult, I still love fiction, and that's probably most of what I read. But I find that, I did sort of grow into reading a lot of nonfiction. And, there's some, excuse me, a number of months will go past and I'll realize, wow, the last 4 or 5 months I've read nothing but nonfiction. And sometimes it's, a book like Barack Obama's or I read Born a Crime by uh, Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah.
Yeah, Trevor Noah.
Right.
I enjoy that. So, I do sort of, I call it my branching out. So I would say in the last couple of years, it's maybe been split, 50-50, but I don't like, delving into politics, too much, although I've read along those lines. But if it's a topic I'm interested in, like I took ballet lessons for many years and I taught for a number of years. So any books about a ballet company or a particular dancer, I'll read. That kind of nonfiction. Kind of depends. I've been surprised at how much I've enjoyed nonfiction. So there you have it. And once in a while, I've got friends who read a lot, and my daughter reads a lot. And I'll say to her, "What are you reading right now?" It's okay, Mom, but I wouldn't bother. So I don't bother because I'll trust her judgment. But she's suggested quite a few different books to me, most of them fiction. And yeah, I've enjoyed them. So, I think I don't read necessarily whatever is sort of hot and trending at the moment. Um, I usually have my nose in something and I'll think, oh, right. It's a lot of noise about that book. Maybe I'll read it at some point down the road. And sometimes down the road is 2 years hence, but whatever. I think I'm fairly, somewhat random that way.
Yeah, and Michaela, let's make this commercial free tonight.
Let's do, actually. I
Yeah,
really like
let's
that
make it
idea.
commercial free tonight.
But thank you, everyone, for... Oh, live studio audience. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your favorite genres and kind of your journeys with how your tastes have developed. I always think that's really fascinating and kind of a nice way to get to know each other and share with the audience. Shall we get into this month's book then?
Let's do it.
Let's do. This month we've got fan fiction by Brent Spiner, and in case you're curious, it is actually marked as fiction on Audible because, quite frankly, the description doesn't give you a great sense of what this book actually is, and I think you might see that as we go through our conversations. Let's start with Sienna. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Like when I was reading the summary, when I was reading the synopsis, I'm thinking, okay, fiction. It was something to the effect, I can't remember the exact wording, but something to the effect of like fiction based on a memoir, or a memoir, with fiction integrated into it. Um, and it's interesting because he does mention in the prologue before he goes into the first chapter that it I don't know what's real and what's not real anymore, and like those nightmares that he has, like, is it part of the fiction, or are those nightmares that he has in real life? Like, it's just, I will say I haven't gotten to finish the book yet, so I don't know who the culprit is who was stalking him, poor guy, but and pretending to be Lal. But I will say that the whole, like, one reading it doesn't know what is actually fiction and what is actually reality. Like, I just, the lines are very blurred, and
Yeah.
it's very hard to you know figure out, okay, is what part is real and what part is not real. And I mean the I mean, I'm sure celebrities get stalked by one fan or another every single day, but like, to what point is this actually real or not? Yeah, so it really, the title suits it, actually, fan fiction.
Mm.
There really is a lot here, isn't there? And
Yeah.
Yep, there is.
Mhm.
let's go with you next, Paul. Did you get a chance to get into this?
I did get a book. But first of all, I knew who Brent Spiner was by a little bit of his Star Trek days, but I remember him far more from his captivating role in Independence Day as Dr. Olkin, who runs the Nassau division of Area 51. There you go. So that's how I knew him. And I thought the book, uh, I wasn't sure either, even though it said a memoir inspired by true events. I guess what does that? And I kept thinking, what does that mean? And then as the book went on, it's um, it became almost symbolic of
Atlin
celebrity.
Eddies has joined the
It's
meeting.
both humorous and scary, amusing and dark, much like celebrity and their connection to fandom. It can be amusing and cute at once, and then if it gets too intense, it becomes somewhat unnerving and troubling. And
Mhm.
this book, yeah, and so you're right. There's a lot in this book. I mean, I thought you think at the length of the book is like it's not that deep. It actually is. One thing about Spiner that I enjoyed was his use of humor. Sometimes very just clever wordplay. Like one time when he's referring to the
Mm.
head of obsessives, head of obsessives instead of head of detectives, head of obsessives, or
Yeah.
he has to
Yeah,
be taken
yeah.
care of by wise attractive people when someone wants to kill you. I mean, it's just a very odd, and the fact that he threw a very odd description, and the fact that he threw in real life people he worked with, it makes you wonder: is this some of this book true? And maybe the actual incident is not true, but the overall reality of fandom
Mm.
has its roots
Yes.
there, and the fact that they all have to live with that because people, I mean, not don't want to single out Trekkies, but Trekkies are a pretty passionate bunch. They're, since the very first TV series in the 60s, they're a very passionate bunch. They really get into this stuff, and some of them do. And it becomes more than just a pleasure. It becomes a cause or a part of their life. And I thought that was, but I was very very entertained by the book. I thought it was very clever and very smartly done because he was making a point about what celebrity is all about, what it can be, and what it sometimes really is.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. And that I find that interesting because you always think that it's, always glamorous and
Hmm.
but there's got to be a side of it where do you really want to be mauled when all you want to do is walk down the street?
Exactly,
You're
exactly.
not, or running out of stores. I mean, you live a normal life too, and that means that you'd like to go about your business without people staring at you or stopping
Right.
you for an autograph, that
Hmm.
kind of thing. Yeah, so
I
you've
thought, I
got
thought, yeah.
some good points. Interesting.
Oh no, I thought the book was quite funny at times. Again, some dark
Yes.
humor to cover up at times dark moments,
Hmm.
especially in his dreams. Uh, it's, I'm sure a lot of people who deal with it, and we all know about the dark side of celebrity. We've seen so many examples of the past number of years of celebrities who've been targets of obsessive fans, right? Like, I think the one that comes to mind right off the bat is Taylor Swift. She's got a fan. She had to put a restraining order on a couple of guys following her around who wouldn't leave her alone. That's one of the most recent one I can think of. So yeah, the celebrity is great when people notice you, but when they don't stop noticing you, it gets rather annoying.
Yes. Well, and in her case,
Yeah,
downright, I would think frightening, terrifying.
precisely.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it is both, right? Like even I don't doubt that these things happen in reality, but if you think about it, the plot line of an obsessive fan or stalker of someone who is famous is a rather common trope that gets played out in different media.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely is.
So,
I mean,
Hmm.
go
it
ahead.
plays with both, and you kind of go, and even the the whole account itself, it reads almost like a fan fiction, like he's placing himself and these coworkers into effectively what might be an alternative universe, which is another hallmark of fan fiction as a
Yeah,
concept too. So it's playing with both things.
absolutely, very much so.
And even the kind of
Hmm.
pathologization of fandom, right? Like even the word fan comes from fanatic in a way, and
Yeah,
where that kind of goes to. as you said, Paul, it is a wonderful thing, and it can be this community and this whole thing that people really find something in, whether it's comfort or escapism or just other like-minded people, or it can go too far and it kind of plays with those parasocial relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I like what you've said, Makara. I like pointing out the obvious. Fan comes from fanatic,
Hmm.
and I think that's that's something to think about.
Is there a difference between fans and someone who just likes something? Like if it's like saying if I like a perform a musician or whatever, I like them or my fan. And what's the difference, right? That's it's a fine line, right? I mean, how many
Yes.
times do you say, "Oh, I don't mind that. He's pretty good. He or she's pretty good." But are you a fan? Would you go out of your way to see them or whatever, or
Mm,
and is it just a casual? Is it a casual interest, or is it something like you follow that person, like people who follow books,
right.
right? Who follow writers?
Hmm. And there's a certain amount of
Mhm.
gatekeeping that can go on there within a fandom of like, oh, this person's not a real
Absolutely
fan. They don't know,
right.
they're not as dialed in as the rest of us. And so it's
Mhm.
exactly that we've been talking about. It is a fine line, and it's interesting that it delves into that and then goes into so much of the psychology, like of either Brent Spiner himself or the fictionalized version. You can't really tell where, but it clearly is kind of that exploration into the psyche too, because I almost found at points with the dreams and with some of the childhood stuff and the other experiences that he was talking, it almost leans Freudian in that, like,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
dream
Very good
analysis
stuff.
or like your childhood or these your first intimate encounter.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
How much you guys, just out of curiosity, how much you guys did you, just because I knew Brent Spiner because of, as I mentioned, a little bit from his Star Trek time as playing the data character, and also from that wonderful classic movie Independence Day, although not the sequel, the worst sequel in history ever made. But the that's that's for our discussion on movies and bad sequels. Just, but just wondering though, how much did you guys know about Brent Spiner before this book?
Hmm.
All I knew before I actually
I
got
didn't at
into
all,
his
actually.
book, um, all I knew before I got into his book was that he played Data on Star Trek, but that was
Mhm.
all I knew of Brent Spiner. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I'm with Sienna. I think that's pretty much all that I knew as well.
But to find out a little bit more about his life, like I didn't know, for example, that he was from Texas. I didn't know that he was Jewish. And
Mm.
I didn't know that he, I didn't know that he studied, he acted in New York before he came to Hollywood. Like all that, all those little things that I didn't know about him. I'm like, you get to know him as a person as well. And, he talks about things about his life among the, all the weirdery. Is that a word? It is now.
Yes.
all the weirdery going on in the plot line. You get to know
Weirdly, I
little
like that.
snippets about him. The word of the day, weirdery. Copyright Books Panel 2026.
That is
Actually,
a
shouldn't
great
it be?
word.
Shouldn't? Pardon me.
We're gonna expand your people's vocabulary tonight by
Actually,
every
shouldn't
show.
it be?
New word.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Actually, shouldn't it be copyright the Musa Slobodian Network?
Oh,
Mhm.
that's a
Oh,
good point.
I think we should all take credit for
good
this
point.
for royalty rights if we're gonna argue about that. That's a discussion with our lawyers.
Yep, the
Oh no.
correct revenue.
How about? Okay. How about?
Hello, Ashlyn.
Hey, Ashlyn.
Ashlyn,
Hi,
you made it.
Ashlyn.
How about we do it this way, McCara? How about we make it fair? How about we do this?
Okay.
We'll make it copyright the 2026 the Musa Slobodian Network / the Books Panel.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
There
good.
you go. So no one's left out. Very good.
Very
Very good.
Very nice.
Yes.
We all
Very
benefit.
good.
We're
And
all
then
gonna pay a
have a
price.
subheading as like vocab.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And then think about the possibilities, marketing. You can put it on shirts or whatever, shirts, and maybe posters, weirdery.
Oh, yes,
Selling
yes.
nutritional drinks called nutritional soft drinks called weirdery, that kind of thing. Nutritional
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's money here,
Stationery.
kids.
There is.
Stationery, yeah.
Weird.
Make it a
Royalties for
cause.
everyone.
Weirdery, man.
Weirdery. There we go.
Presenting the Weirdery Club.
Yes. I like that even better.
Normal. Weirdery's underrated.
Yes.
And then
Totally
we need
under-
stickers.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we get
Well,
up at
actually,
the
we
same
do,
time.
guys.
Weirdery merch.
Yes.
I love that.
Oh, we see. We
They have a whole web page of the books panel, and then I have a store page. You can buy things, apparel, ties, scarves.
Just make
Don't
a
get-
sign
Yeah, we need mugs.
web link and go Books Panel merch store.
Yes.
There we
Yes.
go.
Don't forget mugs. We need mugs.
We need
Yes.
coffee mugs.
And then
Oh
like
yeah,
tumblers.
coffee mugs. Yes.
Yep, the tumblers. Yeah.
We need,
Fridge
we need
magnets.
we need the coffee mugs, the Yetis,
Yeah.
and the coasters.
Charcuterie boards. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No coffee causes weirdery.
And
Yes.
put it on Lynn's monitor.
Oh yes.
As a background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what have we started, my friends?
I don't know.
The book panel sold out for a few bucks. That's what
I'll be scribbling out notes and drawing pictures until midnight.
Whatever
well.
happened to that books panel? They sold out.
sold out, man. Yeah, we're all living in.
But it's always a sellout here, McCara. It's always a sellout on these panels.
I don't know about that. Well,
Don't say it's a bad thing.
Well, I no sellout in terms of the conversations.
yes.
Yes.
And the funny ideas. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the tech extravaganza ones.
Oh
Oh
yes.
yes.
All
We need
these
to go
tech
into
tips.
marketing.
But McCara, we already do it.
That is true. We do.
Yeah.
We already do it.
And we can't forget the Ali and Macara's tech tips.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I almost forgot about those.
Yes.
I think he did block it out for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
Oh,
Allie, would you like
Sienna canceled that.
I know. I was just thinking. Oh, it's like. Oh. Go ahead, McCara.
sold out? Allie, would you like to share some of your thoughts? You haven't really had a chance to chime in yet, I don't think.
No, that's okay. For me, I don't know. I thought it was very. I don't know. I thought it was very odd. Like very. It was kind of very odd. A little odd. I mean, I thought it was kind of. I also wasn't really sure what he was thinking, and then he had when Cindy Lou Jones and Candy Lou came in there, and it's like, well, what? It's like, and two of them are very different characters, aren't they?
They
I know
are.
that was so confusing
Candy
between the
Lou
two of
Jones.
them.
Yeah.
Can we just, on that sort of subject, it's interesting with them and in general, I think this is kind of a good entry point for it. It's the way that he talks about women and the way that he talks about men.
Ah.
And
Yeah.
even himself, like there's a certain, it's almost the toxic masculinity thing of sort of holding back emotions, not to start using buzzwords here, but
Oh, come on. We always use buzzwords around here.
I don't know, it just,
We need
it
more
read,
buzzwords.
and I
Oh
wonder
no, there's another tangent.
oh, look, a tangent, should I slide down it?
No tangents here.
No. But
Oh my.
and I wonder if it was a
Tangent.
mechanism of the genre because it was supposed to sort of be, I guess, a takeoff of the noir genre at points.
Mm.
That I wonder if kind of the conventions of gender are a certain way in those. I don't know them well enough to kind
Mm.
of speak to
Yeah.
that more deeply, but it was just a thought.
Hmm.
Interesting.
It's funny because I actually, I'm trying to remember. I've tumbled over in a magazine I read about a genre that I'd never really heard of before, and I can't lay my hands on the magazine to even tell you. I'll have to keep that
Oh
thought in
dear.
my head. But yeah, I forget. I can't remember.
We have to keep you on the hook there, Lynn.
That's right.
Hmm.
I must stay on the hook because I'd love to share that, but it just escapes me.
Or you will title another email saying another conundrum. Yes, I got
Yes,
that.
another conundrum.
Yes, I got that, and I got both your
Like,
info.
oh my God, I was telling Sienna, I thought I was going to lose my freaking mind. Anyway, I've seen the book described as noir comedy,
Hmm.
and I thought, that's an interesting, so I didn't get around to doing it today, but I was going to key in noir comedy and just see, what other books might have been labeled with, that genre and just see what pops up.
And I can see that with all the dark humor implemented in the story. I can totally see how it can fit the um, well, a mix of humor and horror, if you will. And I can see why they call it noir comedy because noir in French means dark, black or dark. So it totally I can
I
see
didn't
that
realize
how
this
it
was a
fits.
language course tonight, but okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It just seems like it would be like a untrustworthy sort of type.
Oh,
Yeah,
unreliable.
Mm.
unreliable. And speaking of unreliable, like it's interesting, like between the two sisters as well. Um,
Mhm.
I I haven't gotten to the end, but had my suspicions on who I think was the suspect,
The subject.
the stalker. Yes, um, the suspect. I wonder who. Like, see, part of me thinks Loretta. Like, for at first I was going, it's
Mhm.
got to be Loretta because she is in a way stalking him, but is she playing a double character? But then I think like I
Like,
can
yeah.
trust Cindy, the FBI agent, but her sister, the bodyguard, Candy, I mean they're both twins, but she just seems a little bit I don't know, like ambiguous, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
Oh, Candy
her
Lou!
motive is Candy Lou, her motive is very
Candy Lou.
the Candy Lou and Cindy Lou Jones.
Presenting the Lou sisters.
Of Louisville. Okay,
Yes,
Louisville.
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 There we
Instead of
go.
Whoville, it's Louisville.
Yeah.
And they
Instead of
live.
Louisville, Louisville.
And here it is. And you don't know if they actually live here, but it's Louisville from Louisville.
And it's funny that like he used the reference of like keeping up with the Joneses when referring to, I guess, one of his friends said to him, you've got a lot going on and here you are trying to keep up with the Joneses. And like that's usually a metaphor for like, keeping up with, what society like
It seems
societal
like there's too many of
expectations,
those.
but it was
Mhm.
very well played.
It's like keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with the Kardashians. What else?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All I can say,
Yeah.
Ashlyn, is you're gonna love the book.
Yay! Because I like figuring. Well, I like figuring it out, and Lynn knows because I'm reading these Amish ones,
Oh, neat.
Hmm.
the Kate Burkholder ones.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
So I like figuring out those ones too. There's too
Awesome.
many of those, but they're all really good.
So are those
Mm.
mysteries?
Yeah, and she's the Amish chief of police, and she tries to figure out these murders.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I knew you were reading them. I just didn't really know what they were.
Yeah. I think Audible has all of them. Libby has most of them.
How many are there, Ashlyn, in that series?
Double check with Letty.
Yes, yes. I think it's
Because she read most of them, but she's read them out of order, and so have I, but I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, yeah. I'll have to ask because I get the impression there's quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
It's like I should read something else, but then another one pops up, and I'm like,
Yes, yeah.
help me.
There
Why
we
don't
go.
I just
Yes,
continue?
but yes, we
Yeah.
enjoy our Audible around here.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Lynn, get on the Audible train.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
And
It's to
I'd
be
like to check out
non-sponsored
Libby as
tonight by
well.
Audible.
Right? Not
Yes.
sponsored.
Oh, but yeah, but we just, by the way, we're not sponsored by Audible. We just enjoy our Audible.
We just
Oh, yeah.
enjoy our Audible. I
People-
would also like to
Audible,
get on
no?
Libby.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Paul.
Paul.
Kind of money's appreciated. You know?
It would be, yes.
Pardon me, sir.
Any sponsorship is appreciated. You
Oh, yeah.
Fine people want to sponsor us.
There we
I know.
go.
Because Libby's quite good if the books are there right away, but if they're not, it's like up to like 26-week holds.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of waiting
ouch.
around for them.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
then
a
they're like,
long
why
time.
bother? And then
Yeah.
Sela's like hit or miss too.
Yeah, it's like some things are not there. A lot of things aren't there. Something there's like some. I mean,
And I know bookends readers, they rely a lot more on Sela.
yeah, and I understand that. I can understand. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for me,
Not sponsored by bookends.
oh no,
slash
no.
Sela.
But obviously, but you know, we you know what we give everybody a plug around here.
There we go.
Dude, we
Round
believe
of
Very
in
applause.
egalitarian. We're very supportive people.
We are. And I must say,
Twitter.
I'm very happy to have both Paul, you and Ashlyn. I'm really happy to have you both with us. It really makes for fun discussions, and the more
Let's
the
just say
merrier.
it gets me away from watching the Briar curling.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes, okay.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh yeah. Hey, but here's a positive thing though. The Jays opening day is about a month away. March 27th.
Yes. Yeah.
Go Jays!
I
Show 'em
never
what you've
thought of that,
got.
but yeah.
Yes, March 27th. But until then, you'll get all kinds of spring training coverage. Blair and Barker are back now as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and Sienna, you know how much I enjoy Blair and Barker.
Oh yes. There was a time.
Where you did too.
Actually, there was a time, Ali, and I seem to remember producer Polly mentioning this,
Okay.
where he was like, "Weren't you like not a fan of Blair and Barker?"
Oh,
Oh, I think he said something he's like,
Or
oh, I know you don't like them, but I do, quote.
something to that
End
effect.
quote.
But he hinted that you didn't quite like?
Oh, I mean, but I do like, they're very, like, you know what? They're very knowledgeable, and that's what I truly enjoy.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's like you have to find the right show and then get invested with it, because if you're not tied to it, you're like, no.
Yeah, they're good. They're good, and there's lots of good content out there. Lots of good,
yeah,
lots
you
of
get
good.
to
At
see
the
the
Letters
team
is also
dynamic.
good.
Yeah. And then I guess the Parasport Nation is doing the Paralympics.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
Yeah, that's
week.
coming up soon.
Yep, next week, next Friday. Looking forward to it. And it's getting more attention now, which I'm pleased to see that the sports media is finally catching up and covering it as a
Yeah.
sport, as
Yes.
opposed to
I
a
wonder if
gift.
they'll cover the sledge and
Yep,
that, because I play that
What's that?
right.
The sledge?
sledge, yeah.
Awesome.
That's so
Did
cool.
you
That was,
or do you play any sports, Paul?
I used to play wheelchair basketball,
Oh,
not for a
right
while.
on.
I do, yeah, yeah. And I do enjoy watching it. I remember when
Mhm.
watching when the Parapan Games came here about 10 years ago. My wife and I went and made it a point to go see as many games we could. So we saw like the goal
Yeah.
ball finals.
Oh yeah,
That was exciting.
we went
That was
for
great.
the goal ball.
And also what do you call it? Wheelchair rugby. That was fun.
Ooh.
We saw about 4 or 5 games. I went one time. We went to go see a wheelchair basketball. It was Canada's women's team against this women's team from Ecuador,
Oh
and
wow.
you could see the difference between the two teams.
Good old
First of all,
Ecuador.
the women on Ecuador were seemed to be a little younger, a little older, and smaller. Where the women's team seemed quite bigger and younger, and also the equipment seemed to be better in Canada. And the
Oh,
score was like, I know the
wow.
score was like 72 to 18. One person on the Ecuadorian team scored 16 points.
Whoa.
One person. And they didn't seem to mind about the fact of getting beaten. They loved. I remember one time one of the people said, "We love being here. It's great." I mean, just the idea of being in a country where, by their standards, it's so much better. Especially
Interesting.
when, and
Yeah,
we point out and have problems about accessibility, but they think it's a step up
I
from
know.
what they're going through. And so they didn't mind being getting clobbered 72 to 18. I was rather impressed they managed to do as well as they did. But yeah, it's a pair of
absolutely.
I know,
sports
like,
is getting more attention. It should deserves it
yeah,
too.
like the Shidok Arena just got the accessible buttons to open the doors, like I think last
Yeah,
year, because we were always getting our bags caught in the doors because they wouldn't open, or somebody
Yeah.
usually would shut off the button.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's never any fun. But I'm curious to know, like, so I guess the nets are like somewhat lower down, or like, how does
yeah.
the equipment work for, say, wheelchair rugby or wheelchair basketball, for
I
example?
don't
I'm
know.
curious because no one has
what,
ever
Yeah,
really
nobody's
there's,
ever
described
it
it.
used to
shown
be
us
called
that.
So, yeah,
there's
go ahead.
there's a famous documentary called Murder Ball. That's what wheelchair rugby used to be called, Murder
Oh,
Ball. They
jeez.
changed it for the obvious reason, the name. But they call
Yeah,
it and there's a great documentary about that called Murder Ball. So I recommend watching that. It's a really good one about this, and it really shows disabled
Where can it be found on YouTube?
Paralympic athletes. Yeah, and uh, and so it's for wheelchair rugby. It's basically it's on a basketball court. They use a volleyball,
Hmm.
and the idea is to get from one end from your end of the court to the other side in 40 seconds or so.
Well,
And of
oh,
course,
jeez.
it's and there's a lot of hitting, and people who are not familiar with this will go, "Oh my gosh!" Because people get knocked out of the wheelchairs get being knocked over, and
Oh
they say,
my
"Oh my God,
goodness.
it's getting hurt!" And someone yelled out, "Don't worry, we're already disabled." Okay, so yeah.
I love it.
Oh
I
my.
think, yeah, they don't worry about it.
oh,
They know this. This is a tough sport. They know what's involved.
I
yeah,
I
know.
thought
yeah.
Trust me,
it's a pure aggression.
if
Yeah,
you watch my sport, you'll be like, "What the heck? Why are they doing this?" And then you're like, "Oh my gosh, they crashed into the boards."
yeah.
Yeah.
They say
Dear.
you
And
ask that
then
you
you'll
ask the
look at
question.
you'll look at the
Yeah,
sleds, and it's like they have marks all over, they have chips all over, they have things missing.
yeah. There's always a equipment timeout for a repair to a chair, or someone being literally knocked out of the chair, being put back in. And someone asked that question, why would anybody want to do that? I said, why does anybody want to play rugby?
I
Why do
don't
you want to play
know.
football? You're getting tackled. I mean,
So what is it called?
you're pushing
Murder
the wrong
ball?
way. It
Murder
used to be
ball.
called murder ball. It used to be called. Now they call it officially to change it to make it more accessible. Wheelchair rugby.
Wheelchair
I
rugby.
know.
Yeah.
When you first
Yeah.
said murder ball, I thought literally it was like
Yeah.
a bloodbath with the ball.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rollerball. That movie.
It's kind of great though to counteract sort of the optics of disability by the able-bodied community though, right? Like, oh, they've
Yeah.
got a sport called murder ball.
Oh
Like,
yes, yes, yes.
it's not as like,
Yeah.
oh, the fragility that is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
associated.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Well, McCara, it's that time in the show again.
Oh
is.
no. Not the wrap up
Aw.
already.
We're on a roll here with murder ball. What next?
We'll end on murder ball.
Yeah, great.
Not
Something else,
sponsored
something
by
hopefully
Paralympic
optimistic.
Sports.
Make a good title of a
Yeah,
book.
sports.
That would actually, yes.
I'm working on it already, guys. I'm working on it.
Oh, that'll be
Wheels are turning.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll get into the schedule.
As we say in Textravaganza, the meetings fly by.
They
Yes.
do.
They do.
They certainly do.
Oh, you bet.
Allie, what's coming up on the Ali Musa show? I think I saw you have a show next week.
Yes. Now, now it's the NHL trade deadline coming up on March the 6th, 2026. So, yes, March the 6th.
Show?
Pardon?
It's the birthday show?
Well, that's the trade
Oh.
deadline day.
Oh, okay.
But
It's also your birthday.
it is.
Spoiler alert.
It is.
My goodness.
Well,
It
happy
is.
birthday, Mally.
Thank you so much.
Treated to the Maple Leafs. How's that? We'll treat to the Leafs.
Well,
Ah, yes,
yeah,
yes,
It was your birthday on 2.0.
yes. That's it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So, but the
Right.
trade deadline show will air on Thursday, March the 5th, 2026.
Mm.
When did I say 6th again?
No,
No,
you said
fifth.
fifth.
Okay. When we will be joined by Ryan Payton from NHL Network Radio and Pucks and Seven, and he's got a whole bunch of different. So that's where he'll be returning to dissect that, what we could see at the trade deadline, and what we've already seen, what we will have already seen go down. Now the big question will be: will the Maple Leafs be sellers? And given the way the season has gone, the answer is going to be yes. Perhaps. Because they do have some pieces, some players that will be free agents this year, and particularly it'll be interesting to see what they do with folks like Bobby McMahon and some of these others, and even OEL. We'll see what they do. So that's what's coming up this week on
Interesting.
that show,
Interesting.
on the Ali Musa show, trade deadline edition.
Wow.
Oh,
Great
very
stuff.
Sounds like it's going to be a great show.
Mm-hmm. It does.
And before that, we'll be back with another The Ali and McCara show. That'll air on Sunday, March the 1st, 2026 at our usual 3:30 p.m. Eastern. This week we are getting into Kamala Harris's newer of her books, which is 107 Days, of course covering her run in this latest election, albeit with its results.
Mm.
Yeah. If she runs again in 2028, her campaign will be, I told you once, this time get it right.
Yes.
I told you so. Our campaign slogan. I told you so.
I
Yeah.
have that on my read.
That is a
It's
worthy.
it's a great book. Highly recommended.
Oh, you've read it, Paul?
Yes, I have. Highly
Great.
recommended stuff.
I think I shelved it as want to read.
Yeah, I think we all kind of had it on there at one point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my want to reads as well. I'm gonna shelf it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And McCara, we have a books panel coming up next month as well, don't we?
We do.
Ooh.
There's also a Textravaganza next week.
Ah!
Yes,
Don't
there
forget
is a Textravaganza next
Oh, I'm
week,
sorry, I
and we're
forgot
gonna
it.
be. We can't forget about Textravaganza.
No, I didn't
And
forget
a
it. It slipped.
2.0.
And 2.0 on March the 12th. We're going to be doing, I should mention 2.0 because I should mention, and apologies for those who were at 2.0 last month. We did run into some technical difficulties with
Again, with the sound hub.
again. No, actually, it was different this time. Jaws decided to go all sluggish, and only when I
That's
was
your
in
word,
the
tech
Zoom
challenges.
call.
To the update?
Yeah, it's an on. Yeah, it did the Windows update, did the Jaws update. Everything
Yeah,
went
I know.
smoothly until
All
the
your
Zoom
things
update.
updated at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. They all did update at the same time. But we're going to be doing a retake of the Jaws tutorial on March the 12th for Textravaganza 2.0. And March the 4th, which is this coming Wednesday, we're going to be looking at Google Tasks, which is Google's equivalent of Apple's Reminder app. So I'm really excited. There's going to be a lot of new tutorials in the works. I've got hold of some new equipment. I did get a hold of an Android phone.
Oh, no, you did?
I did.
Oh, no.
The Motorola Moto G 5G.
Oh gosh.
I'm not planning on switching, but my
No.
goal is to learn the operating system so that I can effectively test with it, doing some accessibility testing, but also I want to be able to teach it on Textravaganza or during a one-on-one tutorial should someone
Need it.
require assistance. Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not
lots going
switching,
on
by
in
the way.
Textravaganza world.
No. I think most of us are iPhone users here.
Yeah. And
Yep.
then back to the March books panel. We cut you off, Ollie.
Oh, no, that's right. So, McCara, what are we covering on the March panel?
Well, funny enough, that'll actually be taking place on March 27th, 2026. I was thinking of it as soon as you were talking about the Jays.
Oh, I like my J's.
Of course, but we will reconvene here on that last Friday of March, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, to discuss Theo of Golden by Alan Levi.
Ah, yes.
Ah.
That one looks really good. I'm looking forward to getting into that.
I'm going to get into that real soon, probably even tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're really adding to that currently reading pile, aren't you?
You're paying attention, aren't you?
Of course.
TBR pop
Well, there's the TBR, but then there's also the currently reading. But the TBR, you are right, is massive.
Yes. Yeah. What am I up to, McCara? Am I already? I think I'm up to already. I think I've got 10 currently reading, aren't I?
You might be. I haven't looked at the exact number,
Okay.
but I'm not far behind you.
But this is too much fun, though.
It is.
This is fun.
We really hope to see you all for the next panel because this has been an absolute joy and a pleasure. We really appreciate you all for being here.
Thank you both for having us.
Oh, it's fun. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Of course.
And it's been a pleasure.
Ashlyn
meeting
Eddies
you
has
as
left the
well,
meeting.
and,
Ashlyn Eddies has
pleasure,
joined the meeting.
Ashlyn, having you join us as well. And Ali, Lynn, and McCara, always a pleasure seeing you guys as well.
Likewise. And to
Did
all
you
those
accidentally mute yourselves?
No.
Oh, I have to laugh because this is how
Because you cut out for at least a minute.
Oh, it did that with me. I think
Yeah, I'm
the
not sure what
connection's
happened.
unstable.
Oh.
Oops. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was weird.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good.
To
So
all of our
now,
listeners, stay tuned, follow along, subscribe to the newsletter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We will be back here next month. Be well, be safe. Take care, everyone.
Happy reading.
Bye.
Arrivederci.
Yes. Happy reading.
yeah. And now we will play the outro.
And stop the hive.
And before we end, we should give a
Recording
shout out to
stopped.
Becky Coles here as well for the intro and outro.
Yay! She did an awesome job. May I make a request?
Yeah.
I think, Ali, if I may make a request.
You want to stop the recording first? I'll stop